Good morning. I am at Victoria International Airport. Checked in, got my boarding passes already, and we're just headed down to the departure gates and trying to get through security. It's very early right now, currently 4 o'clock. I like to come to the airport early because my flight, the boarding time is 5:30 and then it leaves at 6. So, always try to get 2 hours early. Tim Hortons is not even open yet, so yeah, it's quite early. And, go get down there to my gate and just try to relax. So we're past security, and now all we just need to do is head down to gate 8, where we just wait for the flight. Yeah, it should be a good time. I don't have much to do, probably just nap because I am running a really low sleep and everything. So, I just gotta get all my naps in and everything. Because, yeah, I slept basically, so I woke up at 2:30 this morning, and then I slept at, what was it? I slept at for an hour from 10 to 11, and then I slept again from 11:30 to 2:30. It's pretty messed up. What I was supposed to be asleep by 4:30 p.m. and then wake up, get 10 hours of sleep. Nice, but it didn't happen that way, and kind of messed up. But here we are. We made it, and all that's left to do is just wait. So luckily, my flight just says on time, and the flight plan for today is my final destination is going to be Quebec. So it's going to be Victoria to Vancouver, Vancouver to Montreal, Montreal to Quebec. So it's quite a trip right there, but hopefully it's going to go by fast. So we got off the flight, and now we are in Vancouver Airport, and right now we're just waiting for Tim's. There's a pretty massive line right here, as you can see. As always, Tim's is always really popular. And gotta wait until 8:20. That's when boarding will start for our flight to Montreal. Right now it is currently 6:47, so we got a bit of time, eat some breakfast, and just relax. Alright, so we started boarding and everything. Very long line because this plane is one of the bigger planes. I think it's the 3-seaters with 3 rows of 3-seaters, or yeah. So it's one of the wider body planes. So, there's a lot of people to be boarded onto the plane. So we are on the plane now, in our seats, P1A. Yeah, it's actually quite a big plane. We got 3-row seats on either side with 4-row seats in the middles. So very wide plane, quite big actually. Probably one of the biggest planes I've been on a domestic flight. So it's pretty cool actually. And this one actually has a TV screen and everything. So yeah, but I don't see myself using it too much because it's a 5-hour flight. I might get bored, might use it, but I think I'm gonna do a lot of sleeping on the flight just because how early I woke up this morning. So probably gonna do a lot of that, sleep, and when I get there, eat, and then maybe more sleep because yeah, it's been a pretty tiring time, and the day's only started, right? It's only 8:36 right now, so it's got a long way to go. In Montreal International Airport a few minutes ago, and right now we're just waiting because they had some scheduling conflicts with the planes. One of the planes is fueling and had some electronic problems, and they're taking up our gate or our spot, something like that. So we're just waiting. Right now it's currently 5:14. So airport's at 5:20, so hopefully, I can still make it that flight. The other flight departs at 6, so 5:20 to 6 is my window, but they usually close the gates 15 minutes early, so we'll see if they accommodate for what happens. Hopefully I don't miss that connecting flight. And yeah, all you can do is wait right now, so hopefully we get moving sometime soon. Alright, we made it to the airport. Finally got off the plane. Bit of a delay right there, but we're here, so I'm gonna just wait around, I guess, eat some food until my next scheduled flight. Kinda sucks that we're delayed. I was hoping to get to Quebec a bit earlier, but now it's gonna be, I think I'm gonna arrive there at 10, so it's gonna be about like a 4-hour delay in my plans. This is a very busy airport actually. It seems like security is quite busy. Also could be the time right now. I mean, it's like afternoon. I think a lot of people fly at this time, or noon and afternoon. So yeah, I think early mornings and night it's probably less busy. So yeah, just gonna walk around, try to find some food places, and then we're just waiting all the way until 9 for our flight. It's actually so nice that they have a mid-cafe here. That's awesome. I'm probably gonna eat over here later. Alright, so I got my food from the cafe. It kind of sucks being delayed. You gotta stay here very long. I was just hoping to get to Quebec, have dinner there, but I mean, this is what I got, I guess, in the end. But yeah, I'm gonna eat, and then I'm gonna try to figure out how I can get some compensation for a food voucher, which they're supposed to give you if you're staying at the airport and it's delayed longer than 2 hours and you're there still. Give you a food voucher, and also I gotta figure out the compensation for the delayed flights. And that for me should be $400 of compensation, but I can't really find anyone to speak to about that, so it's been pretty hard. So I'll keep you posted on that. So basically we changed the gate now. Before we were gate 49, which is actually down there. Now we're gate 48. And so the other gate, they were boarding Calgary. And so it would have been like a whole mess if they boarded Calgary and Quebec at the same time. Just wouldn't make sense, right? So they changed us to gate 48. And yeah, we're gonna be boarding here. Outside it's raining, so we got some weather. Hopefully none of that delays our flight. But I did hear some other people that said the flights were delayed because of the rain. And also tried to get compensation for like the delays and everything, but Air Canada explained that it wasn't their fault with the scheduling of planes and whatever. And so like I don't know, I don't really buy it. They still delayed us either way, right? And there was the plane that was like in front of us. I'm not sure if it was an Air Canada plane, but if it was an Air Canada plane, isn't that still technically their fault for scheduling their own plane for maintenance at that time? But I don't know. I will be looking into it online, maybe submitting a form there, and then taking up with the Transport Canada if that's the case. But yeah, they wouldn't accept our claim to get travel vouchers or to get food vouchers and everything. So, but like I mean that's the point, right? They are a business, so they're not just gonna give it out easily. So yeah, we'll just have to take it up, contact someone else, and but I'm just happy we at least finally get to fly and get there and just rest. That's it. That's all I want right now. All right, and we are finally boarding. We've arrived in Jean Lesage, Quebec International Airport, and just headed to baggage. I'm actually very tired. I took a nap on that decently short plane ride, and yeah, my eyes are just very tired. I can't wait to get there and just go to sleep. But as you can see, the airport is actually very empty. No one's really here at this time. Right now it's 12:21, so not a lot of flights coming in or leaving, except us. So let's go get those baggage. All right, so we finally got our bags. Now all that's left to do is find a taxi, get down to the place that we're gonna be staying. So it's looking closer and closer to the end of the night. So let's let's just get there. Well, yeah, actually, you know what? It's literally 12:44 a.m. So, it's a long day. Okay, so I'm on my floor and I'm greeted with this literally. Bro, what? What is this? What's this so dark? Oh, okay, all right, let's find my room. 411. I'll figure it out. So I'm just in Quebec City, walking and trying to find the pharmacy. So I want to buy some Benadryl for my bug bite. But anyways, it's interesting to be back in Quebec. This time in the summer. Last time it was for nabs in the winter, so I got to see it. So now everything is not covered in snow and there's green trees and everything. And today is Saint Jean Baptiste Day, so happy Saint Jean Baptiste Day to anyone who is celebrating. And yeah, so there's some festivities going on over here in Quebec. So I might go and seek out those festivities and take a look. But yeah, everyone's kind of off for the day and just enjoying the nice, beautiful weather today. I find it pretty interesting how they have this kind of, you know, hilly thing where you got houses up on top of the hill overlooking the city. This looks like a nice busy street over here. A lot of little restaurants, little shops and everything. It was just, you know, enjoying the weather on the street. I just had a nice tone earlier and just trying to keep walking, find the pharmacy. The last one I saw was closed, so I'm gonna try to find the French shoppers over here. Oh, there's a lot of people today. Everyone's just out celebrating. It's very nice to see, actually. Nice to see the city so busy and alive. And what I really like about Quebec is some of their architecture and their old-fashioned, you know, cobblestone streets and old-fashioned vibes for the buildings. So it's really cool to be exploring that. It's pretty cool. A little fortress area. You got some cannons down there, and then up here you can actually go all the way onto this bridge, which seems like it used to be some kind of security gate or something for wartime. So let's take a look up there. Now that's a nice view right there. So up here on the ridge, the view is pretty cool. You get a nice, good look at the streets down there, if you can see right through here. But yeah, like a fort. So this was called St. John's Gate. What an interesting building architecture right here. That's kind of weird. I don't see that in Toronto usually. It's a nice little area with lawn chairs. You can just go take a picture of. Interesting church over here. I'm sure there's a lot of churches in Quebec. It seems like a lot of these roads have been closed off just for the celebrations, and it's actually pretty nice seeing so many people out and just people biking, people walking. It's good physical activity. That's awesome. I'm on my way back. Stopped by this little water part. This is like I think the port part of it. I mean, I like where my living quarters are. They're by the port, by the water here. So I'm just gonna follow the water all the way back. But I was just walking through the city, and I did getting my Benadryl. Walking through the city, very nice city, very aesthetic. All of the places, I really like the architecture and kind of how the streets are laid out. Looks really cool. So, I'm just gonna walk back, and then probably go eat, and then maybe one later I might come back out. So we'll see. I'm pretty sure they have some kind of boating thing. So they got a bunch of race boats down there, and they have a bunch of tents set up, so it's a whole event. This is a very cool swimming pool over here, actually. It's like right in the water. And so I'm not sure if it just uses the water that's already in I guess this port area, but yeah, that's pretty neat design. I don't know how clean it is, but I mean, they do got a boon over there, so I don't know. It's pretty cool. Wonder when it opens.